Cultivating your potential major gift donors builds and strengthens your relationship with them. Cultivation is a fundraising art, and today you're going to learn tips on cultivating donors. Hi, I'm Amy Eisenstein, and I assume you've been following the Major Gift Challenge. You should already have a list of your top prospective donors ready to cultivate. If you're new to the challenge, check out the introductory video here. Cultivation includes preparation. You can't just ask for a gift without knowing something about the prospect. You need to know what motivated them to give to your organization and what will motivate them to give more. Plan on meeting with them 2 or 3 times before asking for a gift. In those meetings, you ask thoughtful, open-ended questions to learn more about your donor and their philanthropic goals. You also want to further engage them in your work. Building these relationships won't happen organically. A cultivation plan will strategically build a relationship between each prospective donor and your organization. You need the right tools and materials to cultivate, and there are some common mistakes to avoid. Let's review them first. One mistake you can make is to share everything you know about the organization with the donor. Telling stories, facts, and figures until you're blue in the face and the donor is bored to death. Think about the best relationships you have in your own life. There's some degree of back and forth. That's what you're aiming for with your donor. You need to come away knowing as much about your donor as they know about the organization. Another mistake is believing that your donors aren't interested. Most people want to help, but they don't know how. Your job is to be a matchmaker between helpers and great causes. A good cultivation strategy will provide relationship opportunities. It will provide opportunities for your donor to get more involved with your organization, to learn more about what you're doing, to get their questions answered, and will allow you to learn more about their goals and desires. Remember, the ultimate goal is to move your donor toward making a larger gift by having them feel more engaged and connected with your work. Here's an example of a simple cultivation plan, 1 month at a time. You needn't start in January. Apply this plan any time of the year. Apart from a holiday card in December, these actions can be done anytime. In January, invite them for a tour. Of course, not everyone will need a tour, especially if they are already an active volunteer and are very familiar with your programs. In February, send them a Valentine's card. A handwritten note on a card will remind your donors why they are important to your organization. March, invite them out for coffee. Invite them to coffee to meet with a board member or the executive director. This allows you and others at your organization to get to know the donor. Ask lots of open-ended questions about why they gave the first time and why they continue to give, and what changes they would like to see in the world. We'll cover a first meeting in more detail in a future video. April, send them a newsletter with a personal note. Be sure to pull the newsletter addressed to your top 20 donors out of the bulk mail, whether snail mail or email. Personalize it. Add a Post-it note or line at the top of the email letting them know you are thinking of them. May, personalize their gala invitation. Let them know you'd love to sit with them or that you hope to see them there. Request that they buy a table or offer to comp their tickets. Whatever you decide to do, treat them like a friend. In June, invite them to volunteer. Ask them to serve on a committee, speak to your clients, or help with a long or short-term project. In July, give them a personal update. call with a program update, or send a newspaper clipping about your organization. In December, send them a holiday greeting. Send them a personalized holiday card. See if you can include a reference to something you've learned about them while building your relationship. You get the idea. Cultivate each relationship. You don't need to do something every month, but you should be in touch consistently throughout the year, regularly working to build your relationship. If your donors live out of town, use video chat to stay in touch. Let them know you'd love to see them if they are ever in your area. If you plan to ask them for more than $10,000, it's well worth a trip or two for you or someone at your organization to visit them. Now it's time to get to work. Step 1, create a one-page cultivation plan. Create a single-page cultivation plan for your top 20 prospective donors. Use the month-by-month sample plan as a template for your plan. Step 2, schedule your action items each month. On the first workday of each month, check all 20 plans and add the appropriate task or action items to your calendar. Then stick with them. Want even more details on how to cultivate donors? In Mastering Major Gifts, students receive detailed templates and worksheets to create their cultivation plans. Sure, you could create templates on your own, but why reinvent the wheel? If you've been searching for a way to supercharge your major gift program, Mastering Major Gifts could be just what you've been waiting for. Now it's your turn to share your progress with the Major Gift Challenge. How do you cultivate donors? What's the best experience you've had building relationships with donors? What are some of the challenges you are facing? Let me know about your experiences with cultivation in the comments. Congratulations! You're on your way to Mastering Major Gifts. If you want more videos like this, head on over to amyeisenstein.com. There you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter, and when you do, you'll get instant access to 2 free ebooks. Like and share. The larger the conversation, the more we all learn. Thanks again for taking the Major Gifts Challenge. Working together, we will make the world a better place.